I Saw the Figure 5 in Gold by Charles Demuth. I Saw the Figure 5 in Gold is a very famous painting located at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Let's take a close look at this painting. Inside this painting is the story of a friendship and also an experience that happened to one of those two friends on a dark night in Manhattan. When we look at this painting, the first thing we notice are the repeating pattern of the number 5 over and over, but getting smaller, almost as if it's disappearing and moving away from us towards the center of the painting. Most of the colors in this painting are gray, red, and of course the gold number 5. Besides the number 5, there are also some words that are written in the corners and also in the back of the painting. Take a minute and see if you can read any of the words that are written. Charles Demuth, the artist that created this painting, was born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania in 1883. The painting, I Saw the Figure 5 in Gold, was painted in 1928. The title of this painting actually comes from a poem written by Charles Demuth's best friend, William Carlos Williams. William Carlos Williams wrote this poem after having the experience of walking down a dark street in Manhattan at night and being shocked by the sound of a fire truck ripping down the street with its sirens blaring. Here's William Carlos Williams' poem. Among the rain and lights, I saw the figure 5 in gold on a red fire truck, moving, tense, unheeded, to gong clangs, siren howls, and wheels rumbling through the dark city. Now let's take a look at the poem and the painting together to see if we can discover more about I Saw a Figure 5 in Gold. The poem says, among the rain and lights. These glowing circular white shapes must represent the streetlights one would see on a dark night. The figure 5, or number 5, is painted on a red fire truck, which must be the red shapes that are behind the numbers. The 5s are getting smaller and smaller, perhaps giving us the feeling of a truck speeding down the street away from us. There are a few more interesting details that Charles Demuth paints into his painting that connect the painting to William Carlos Williams' poem. William Carlos Williams had a very interesting name. If you look carefully into the painting, you can see pieces of his name painted in the background. Carlos and Bill, which is short for William. Even at the bottom of the painting, you can see the initials WCW. Charles Demuth doesn't leave any doubt whose poem was the inspiration for this painting. I Saw the Figure 5 in Gold is an amazing example of how an artist can use almost anything as inspiration. Charles Demuth was not standing on the corner with his friend when the fire truck went speeding down the street, but by carefully reading his friend's poem, he was able to take that experience and translate it into a painting. We can have that experience of the fire truck roaring down the street, making so much noise every time we look at Charles Demuth's painting. Now it's time for an art activity. The number 5 was a very important number in this painting, but you could take any number and create an abstract work of art with it. What's a number that's important to you? Is it your age? Is it a number that you think is a lucky number? Maybe there's a number that has an interesting shape that you would like to draw. Take a number that you think would be interesting to draw. Create an artwork using that number. Use lines and shapes to create an abstract background behind the number. When you finish your artwork, you can upload a picture to my Google Classroom, or you can email it to me directly. I look forward to seeing your beautiful works of art.